Sorry about that. My little stepson was coming in, and I didn't want him to hear, so I just opened the door and shut it. So, yeah, I did. By the time we got up to the block, it was late at night. Um, I ended up um, falling asleep, waking up early in withdrawal. I was also on 190 milligrams of methadone, and at that time in prison, they didn't give you methadone. Nowadays, I guess if you go get incarcerated, they have to give it to you. Back then, they didn't give you nothing. They gave you, hey, here's a sheet, go sweat it out, basically. Um, it was the worst feeling ever. Um, I felt like crap for a while. I couldn't sleep. I would irritate my roommates from, pacing back and forth with a sheet around and me and laying down, just having muscle spasms. It was the worst thing to ever kick. I said I would never go back on it. Unfortunately, that wasn't true. I'm actually on it now, but I'm trying to get off it. It takes time. But anyway, so the next morning I woke up. I was sick to my stomach. Medical comes and checks on you. They keep you in a cell for 72 hours, letting you out for waiting for your TV shot results. So they will let you out. I think you get like an hour or two, maybe, for those first days out of your cell, if I recall. It's been a while, but now for the time I was kicking the methadone, it was the absolute worst. All my roommates just couldn't take me because of the way I acted, just walking back and forth, just pacing. The only thing they liked about me is that they were all getting my food because I couldn't eat it. It looked like puke, just straight puke. It was disgusting looking. When I started talking to other inmates that did time, like big state time, and I would ask them, how much time you think I'm looking at, and they eased me down a little bit, and they told me, dude, you're gonna get a couple of years for that in county. You never really been in trouble. So I listened to them, and I didn't stress it out too much. My lawyer didn't come and see me for 6 months, and that was crazy. She didn't come to see me for a pre-trial. The day I got indicted was the day she came up to see me after I left her message saying, if you're not up here today to come see me, I'm asking for a new attorney because I wanted to talk to my lawyer and find out what was going on. I didn't really I had a kid's mother at the time, but she ended up leaving me 2 weeks into my sentence, and also telling me my father died the same day. It was a tough time for me. I went through a very tough time. I told myself I would never meet another woman. I would just stay to myself. That's not true either. I met another one. This one's had my back for a long time. She's been my rock. But she has 2 kids that I love to death. I also am fighting now to see my real son. He lives out in South Carolina now, with my kid's mother and her shitbag husband. Excuse my language. I don't like the guy. Complicated. But anyways, I don't want to jump off topic, but So back to the jail. So yeah, after the 72 hours, my TB shot came out fine. I was able to move up to general population. They move you up. You go now. You get out of your cell most of the day now in Hampden County House of Corrections. That is. At first, I did a drug block. I was brought to a drug block, and they give you good time off your sentence. It was at the time I think I was getting like 7 days. Now I guess they get like 15 days or something. That's crazy. 12 or 15 days. They weren't giving that when I was there. But anyways, when I got my lawyer to come up to see me, and I told her, I'm like, dude, you're wrong about how long my sentence could be. And she's like, you know what, you're right. I looked into that. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So I had a bad feeling like about her, but I didn't want to ask for another lawyer. I just trusted, I told her basically, hey, I want to get this plotted out, and I just want to do my time and get it over with. So she was talking to the DA to try to get a deal and for me to plead out so I can just get it over with and go upstate and finish my bid, basically. But so the first offer was they said 7 to 10, and I said no, that's ridiculous, and I wouldn't take it. And then it went from 7 to 10 to 4 to 6, and I wouldn't take it. We had an agreement of 3.5 years to 3.5 years in a day. I was gonna plead out to that. Prior to pleading out, my lawyer came to the cell. She's like, I know this judge very well. She's like, you don't have much of a record. I can get you a 2 to 3. I know it. So I went to an unagreed plead. I ended up getting a 3 to 5 because the DA then wanted to ask for the 4 to 6 because I went unagreed, and I didn't withdraw from it. I ended up just, taking my time. But I spent about 10 months in county jail prior to getting sentenced to the DOC, Department of Corrections. And I remember the court date very well. It was an awkward van ride for me, let's just say the least. When the judge said 3 to 5 years, I'm like, wait, how long? Are you kidding me, dude? And I went back and I was complaining about it, and there was this kid that was sentenced to life like a little while prior to me, which I didn't know about that, and he ended up flipping out on me and telling me, he put me in my place basically. He's like, dude, I'm spending the rest of my life in here, and you're gonna complain and cry about 3 to 5 years? He's like, it'll be over with like nothing. And then I looked at it that way, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? He's right. I might as well just man up and do my time and move on. So I'm gonna stop right there for tonight. I'm getting a little tired, but I will continue the story tomorrow for anybody who wants to listen to it and listen more about my story. I hope you guys have a good night. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.